Hi, I'm Mike, owner of the In Groove in Phoenix, Arizona. Today I'm doing the new arrival video for July 26, 2024. Pretty good new arrival week. I'll get into it in a minute. There was a couple of pre-orders that were announced this week. I will tell you about those now. On a side note, there's a lot of good pre-orders that are coming up that I can't even tell you about because we are technically embargoed. Embargoed is like a couple of day window to where they tell stores about stuff so they can get their system internally ready, but they don't actually allow us to let the public know. But later on this week, there's a couple of cool pre-orders that we will have on the website for pre-order that I just can't tell you about, and they're not on the website now. But they're coming. I guess it depends on what kind of music you're into. But let me tell you what I can tell you about. I already told you what I can't tell you about. Let me tell you what I can tell you about. There is a Chick Corea box set coming out, all the trilogy albums. It's an 8 LP box set. That comes out August 30th. New album by the Pixies. The Night of the Zombies came. That is an indie retail exclusive. That comes out October 25th. Mobile Fidelity is getting close on the Run DMC self-titled and SACD. And there is also a new Carlos Santana that MoFi just dropped out of nowhere. Carlos Santana's Love, Devotion, and Surrender. That is coming out. They didn't give a time for it, but they said shipping soon. So MoFi in general has gotten to the point now where they're no longer announcing things years in advance. So when they do announce stuff, it's pretty quick. It's coming soon. So yeah. Talk. It's My Life, 40th anniversary half-speed remaster coming out October 4th. Again, we are putting up significantly more pre-orders than we have in the past. I'm only telling you guys about a couple. But we've got a pre-order department here now at the In Groove, and that's what they do. They get pre-orders scheduled, get pre-orders, to get the merchandise ordered, get them on the website. It's just a thing now. But we've got a lot more pre-orders available on the website, but that's a couple of them. Okay, let me show you guys what we have this week. To go along with the album, which you can clearly see right here, we've got the SACD of Johnny Cash's At Folsom Prison. This is limited to 3,000 copies. This is copy 1101, but we've got it on SACD. To go along with the album, we've got the Talking Heads Stop Making Sense. This is newly remastered. This is the complete live show on 2 CDs and the Dolby Atmos mix on 1 CD. So there's a Dolby Atmos mix. There looks like there's also a high-res mix on here, probably like a 24-bit 192, maybe 24-bit 96K file on here as well. But yeah, this is the CD Blu-ray version of it. We've also got quite a few different ways. We've got the Police's Synchronicity. This is the picture disc of it. Then we have the CD box set. This is a 6 CD box set with just the original album, B-sides, bonus tracks on disc 2, unreleased, alternate takes, outtakes, instrumentals, and demos on disc 3 and 4. 55 previously unreleased tracks. There's also a 19-track live 1983 recording, remastered from the original sources, 60-page lavish. It's lavish hardback book. That's the CD version of it. Then there is also a 4 LP box set. Now here you're getting less material. So if you want everything, if you want the full Monty, you got to buy the CD. But on vinyl, you're getting 21 previously unreleased tracks. You're not getting the live album, which is unfortunate. Ooh, you do get the lavish hardback book. I gotta say, what I'm looking at in here doesn't appear to be lavish. It looks like you're getting a couple of variations of the cover too. Remember, this album originally came out in multiple colors. It also come out in like a copper, bronze, silver configuration. It looks like you can see that there. I don't know if you can make it out on camera, but there it is. Okay. Haven't had a chance to listen to this. I'm probably going to do it first thing in the morning. It just got here. This is the Mobile Fidelity version of Johnny Cash's Folsom Prison, live at Folsom Prison. Absolutely fantastic. Love this concert. I listen to it quite frequently. There was a super deluxe version that came out a while back, and it had like all the opening acts. It was really good. I listened to that quite a bit. But I'm looking forward to giving this a listen to. Okay, to go with the CD, Blu-ray, HD box that I just showed you, you know, that thing over there, is the album. This is weird. I don't really know what to tell you about this, because this is dated 2024. A reissue of this actually came out last year, and it came and it was like discontinued immediately, and it was like $100 after a couple of weeks. So this is newly remastered, but I'm assuming it's the same 2023 remaster. 2 LP package, features the complete show, but it actually has the 2024 date on it. I'm almost positive this came out originally last year. And it's dated. This reissue, copyright 2024, 2023, and 1984. The one that came out last year did not have this hype sticker on it. So yeah, for those of you who missed it last year, hopefully you didn't buy the $100 copies that were out there. But if you didn't, you can get it now. It's fantastic. It's the Talking Heads. I highly recommend it. This I don't know about. This is the tribute album that was announced for Stop Making Sense. I think Paramore did, yeah. I think Paramore does Burning Down the House. There's, you know, Norah Jones is on here. And then almost all of these bands, The National's on here. I don't really know. Oh, Lord's on here. This could be good. There's enough stuff on here that artists I'm familiar with. Like the Lindas, I really don't care for them. This could be good. I'm probably going to get this. I was pretty much decided that I wasn't going to get this until I looked at it. And I'm like, all right, it's one of my absolute favorite bands of all time, the Talking Heads. This is the Big Suit silver vinyl variant from the film. All right, from the Bluesville series. This is the Acoustic Sounds Bluesville series, all analog, cut from the master tape by Matt Luthans at the Mastering Lab, pressed on 180-gram vinyl at QRP in kind of a tip-on jacket from we don't know where. But it's a nice tip-on jacket. Yeah, here we go. Skip James Today. This is, if you're like into this type of music, if you're into these blues these blues albums, let me tell you what about the original blues albums. Most of them that came out in the 50s, 60s, and even the 70s were made and pressed on the most absolute crummy, trashy vinyl with absolutely no attention to detail. As a whole, not all of them. There were some nuggets in there. Impulse did some stuff, Prestige did some stuff, but a lot of the Vanguard stuff, man, it's noisy. So I can just, without even hearing this, I'd be willing to bet dollars to donuts this is going to blow away an original. Part of the RSD Essential line. RSD Essentials are essentially record store day items that come out through the year, but you got to be at RSD store to be able to get these. We've got a purple swirl vinyl version of the Misfits Earth AD. Really cool. This has not been in print for a while. That's going to be a hot seller. One of the very first CDs I ever owned, that is this Heart's Greatest Hits compilation. Maybe the mid to late 90s, I think I had this. Great comp. This is going to sell really well. It's, Crazy on You, Barracuda, Magic Man, Straight On, Bibba Strange. But yeah, on vinyl. I think this is the first time this has ever been put on vinyl. Maybe it came out back in the day, but if it did, I've never seen one. It's rare. The 25th anniversary edition of the Red Hot Chili Peppers Californication. This is a 1LP red, 1LP blue vinyl variant. So kind of cool. Matches the cover really nicely. This is a restock from an album that I thought was out of print from Mobile Fidelity. That is Men at Work's Cargo with It's a Mistake. Had a girl here who works at the front here. Like, Men at Work? I've never heard Men at Work. I'm like, no, you've heard, Man, Down Under, Who Could It Be Now, It's a Mistake. No, played them, thinking, once I play these tunes, she's going to be like, oh yeah, I've heard those. Still never heard them. I think it's part of aging. Like things that are so second nature to you, like as you get a little older and you get these young people working here. And I'm not that old myself. I don't really feel, you know, I'm pretty young, I think. But I guess there's people that are younger than me that are just, I've never heard a man at work. It's crazy. It's just preposterous to think of. Jerry Mulligan meets Ben Webster. This is part of the Acoustic Sound series with what is probably the original cover to this. It came out 2 different ways. This is the much harder cover to find. Probably was the first cover. I don't think we really know. I think that's been lost to time. But yeah, all analog cut from the master tapes by Ryan K. Smith, I think. Yeah, master done by Ryan K. Smith. Oh my God, such a sad story. I bought an original copy of this that was in just mint shape. When did I get that? Maybe about 6 months ago, 4 months ago. And I was taking it home. I put it in the back seat of my truck and went out, grabbed some to-go food. Something happened. I got a phone call that I lost my train of thought. Long story short, I left it in the back seat of my car in the blaring hot sun for like 4 days. The record is in the trash can. I still have the cover, which is the rare component. But after all these years waiting to get this record, first time that's ever happened. Yeah. Very sad. The Grateful Dead, Shakedown Street, part of the Rhino Sounds of Summer series on sea blue-green vinyl. Most of these have been absolutely fantastic. Undercover audiophile records. Let's see, this is the new Plagent process. So this is going to be digital, but this is with the Plagent process speed correction. I've not heard a lot of Plagent processing myself, but some of the Bruce Springsteen and maybe even some of the Grateful Dead titles people have raved about. And we have Go to Heaven from the Grateful Dead, part of the same Sounds of Summer series. And then I got the black vinyl variant, also Plagent processed. Lionel Hampton plays drums, vibes, and piano. This is, I think, a one-time pressing from Culture Factory. Yeah. Art Blakey and the Jazz Messengers, big band, live at Montreux. Ooh, let me see, live 1980. What's he playing on this? 1980, North Sea, playing Montreux, and then he's playing the North Sea Jazz Festival. So it's a combination of 2 dates. From Music on Vinyl. Love Art Blakey. Favorite drummer of all time. Also from Music on Vinyl, we've got Jazz Goes to College, the Dave Brubeck Quartet. Part of the Rhino Sounds of Summer series, we've got Chicago's Greatest Hits, 1982 to 1989. This is cool. Check it out. With lenticular cover. This is the new box set from the Beastie Boys. Ill Communication, but this is the 3 LP release. They did this about 15 years ago. That 3 LP release of this album, I think it was originally a double. They did a reissue in 2009 that came out on triple vinyl, triple disc, and that got a lot of rave reviews, and that goes for some bucks on the secondary market. So they're actually using the 2009 version here, but as part of a box set. 3 LP reissue on 180 gram vinyl featuring 12 bonus tracks, including remixes, B-sides, and rarities. We've got Warren Zevon, the self-titled album. This is exciting because they haven't actually told us anything about any of these Rhino Summer Sounds of Summer titles. This actually is Warren Zevon's self-titled album, but on the hype sticker, it actually says cut from the analog master tapes. So let's see who cut it from the analog master tapes. We're doing a little field trip, guys, here. If you're, bear with me here. I got to find my razor blade. We're going to crack this puppy open, and then I'm going to tell you who cut it. I'm sure you guys want to know. All right. So on the hype sticker, sealed, self-titled album, cut from Analog master tapes. I could have probably looked on the back. Might have told me who did the mastering. I see nothing. Okay, cut from Analog Master Tapes by Bernie Grundman. All right, that's going to probably be really nice. You'd think they would have included cut from Master Tapes by Bernie Grundman. I mean, he is one of the most famous mastering engineers of all time. I feel like that would have been a little bit of a selling feature to include that. All right. I'll listen to that tomorrow. But look at 2LP, analog cut. Well, maybe the bonus tracks are... Generally, the bonus tracks are not analog. But just to get the album, all analog, cut by Bernie Grundman. Bonus tracks are cut by Bernie Grundman. I'm sure this is going to be really good. I absolutely love Frankie Valli, but I feel like he's just one of those artists that every year we sell a little bit less and less of. This is part of the Sounds of Summer series. This is Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons greatest 60s hits. But how good are... I mean, this is an awesome record. Sherry, Big Girls Don't Cry, Walk Like a Man, Ragdoll. That's just on side one. Fantastic record. And then, to go with it, so this is the hits of the 60s. Then you got the 70s Frankie Valli, which is also fantastic. Look at this. Who Loves You? December 63. My Eyes Adore You. Grease. Fantastic. I don't really do a lot of greatest hits albums, but I might actually pick up these. The Best of Randy Newman, also part of the Sounds of Summer series. Fleetwood Mac, Best of 1969 to 1974. 2LP on sea blue green vinyl. It's crazy how they mention that that's cut from the analog tapes on the Warren Zevon, but they didn't mention that on the War's Greatest Hits, which uses the all-analog tube-cut version by Kevin Gray that everybody's after. They neglected that off the hype sticker, but at least they did it on one. We've got Bad Brains, Eye Against Eye. This is the... version is this. We've got two of them here. They both have different hype stickers. But it doesn't say Premium Color Edition. Oh, Plutonium. Plutonium Color Edition. We've got it in black and plutonium. Linkin Park, The Hunting Party, pressed on light-colored vinyl. Light-colored blue vinyl? What does that say? Light blue color vinyl. And we've got Meteora, pressed on transparent gold and red splatter vinyl. God, this is like the day of, this is like the video of color variations, because now we have Metallica's Hardwired to Self-Destruct, pressed on limited edition flame orange vinyl. From Music on Vinyl, we've got Duke Ellington's Far East Suite, limited edition of 1,500 copies on orange colored vinyl. Hermanos Gutierrez, Sonido Cosmico. This is the indie store exclusive on orange and red marble vinyl. From Deutsche Grammophon, we've got Daniel Hope's Irish Roots. 2LP. Wolverine and Deadpool. Original motion picture soundtrack. I'm getting tired of the Marvel movies in general. I think it's kind of been done to death, but I actually do like Wolverine and I do like Deadpool. Did I say Deadpool? What did I say? So I'm looking forward to actually seeing this movie. It might be decent. Actually, the soundtrack looks pretty different. Jimmy Durante, Green Day. I thought that said it Make Me Lose Control. I thought it said performed by Eric Cartman. I'm like, oh, that's quite a combination on this record. I like to look at a soundtrack and I think to myself what the movie must be like. Just judging by the combination of songs on this, it seems like there's going to be, like, I guess, all Deadpool stuff, there's going to be a humor angle to it. Boss Gags Slow Dancer. This is the 50th anniversary edition on yellow colored vinyl. Music on vinyl. Music on Vinyl's Rod Stewart, The Great American Songbook, Volume 5. I don't think they did Volume 1, 2, 3, and 4. Maybe they just started with 5, though. Got Fly Me to the Moon on it. Iggy Pop's Pop Music. Limited edition of 1,500 copies, individually numbered on gray colored vinyl. This is $2.93. We've got Blur, live at Wembley Stadium. Highlights from Saturday the 8th and Sunday the 9th, July 2023. Future and Metro Boomin, We Don't Trust You. More Future and Metro Booming. We Don't Trust You. Wait a minute. Two different covers. All right. From Music on Vinyl, a lot of music on vinyl this week. We've got King's X, limited to 1,000 copies. On gold-colored vinyl. Candy Dulfer, limited to 750 numbered copies, featuring Sax a Go-Go and Pick Up the Pieces. How's your guys' wiffle ball jazz collection? Is it good? Need a little work? You too can improve it by buying Candy Dulfer. Sax a Go-Go. All right, Saxton. Lionheart, limited to 1,000 copies on gold-colored vinyl, number 318. Morrissey, Beethoven Was Deaf, live in Paris. Brand new artwork, remastered at Abbey Road Studios. I guess it's a full concert. Well, for Morrissey, he didn't leave. It's not a single. Yeah, Morrissey. All right. We've got right here, right now, the original motion picture soundtrack by Ghost. Him, Greatest Love Songs, Volume 666, now available on clear vinyl. Him, Razorblade Suitcase. No, Razorblade Romance. Wrong band. We've got him, Deep Shadows and Brilliant Highlights. We've had a lot of these records in the past, but they were wall records. They were pricey. Him, Tears on Tape, clear vinyl. The hell is this? This is Cannabis and Johnny Slash. The name of the album is Slick. It's kind of funny. It's we've got Donald Trump and Joe Biden on the front. I wonder if they're going to redo this and maybe throw Kamala on there. Maybe update it, you know what I mean? Indie exclusive cover variant. Let's see. They look like they're getting along here. Yeah. I think this is a little AI'd, a little touched up. Yeah, you tell me. I don't know. Go ahead and pause that. Tell me what you guys think. We got a Trump and Biden that look a little bit, little AI touch up. What the hell is this? Somebody bought this. I guess it was me. Maybe it was one of those things where I don't ever remember ordering this with this cover. Okay. Motion City soundtrack, My Dinosaur Life. Limited edition to 1,000 copies on purple and red marble vinyl. Michael Bublé, Crazy Love. 15th anniversary limited edition pressed on yellow vinyl. This is Dune, the original soundtrack part 2. Hans Zimmer. Wow, this looks really nicely done. It's like a quad gatefold. Really, really well done with like a plastic slip-on. And it's $50. It's reasonable. I wonder what's in there. Very cool. I didn't care for the movie. But, yeah. Soundtrack's probably pretty good. The Secret Life of Walter Mitty, the original motion picture soundtrack, limited to 1,000 copies on translucent green colored vinyl. Hey, this is a low number. I wonder what my numbers are. This is number 19. That's really low. I've gotten very few records over the years that low. And my guess is most of them are probably in that general vicinity. UFO, The Monkey Puzzle on opaque red vinyl. Pinot D'Angelo. This is on green, white, and red vinyl. Let's see, Sam Hopkins. Hi, my name is Insecure on blue vinyl. Speaking of the devil, I didn't know if she included this, but yeah, War's Greatest Hits, all analog, cut from the original master tape on Kevin Gray's tube system for Rhino. Originally came out for Record Store Day. I highly recommend this. It is amazing. It is only $25. It'll be one of your best record purchases of the year. Really, really good. From my top 100 imprint analog records you should own list, this is Curtis Mayfield's Superfly. Disc 1 is all analog, cut from the master tape by Kevin Gray. Disc 2 is bonus material, and it also comes with a slip mat. Really, really good. Highly recommended. From Mobile Fidelity, we've got a restock of the Spinners. Also from Mobile Fidelity, this is part of their Silver Series, we've got number 8513. This is Willie Nelson's Stardust. From the Blue Note Classic Series, I feel like I might have showed this last week. From the Blue Note Classic Series, we've got the Magnificent Thad Jones. All analog, cut from the master tape by Kevin Gray. This is Yes's Fragile. This is the clear vinyl version. I want to say this is also the Kevin Gray analog cut. I'm going to have to, don't quote me on it, but I'm almost positive. Double check. And we've got the Yes album. Their 1971 album. This is the Steve Wilson remix. This was actually I feel like this is a longer video than normal. Maybe I'm just rattling on a little bit extra, but a lot of records this week. All right, guys, check us out online at thegroove.com. Until next time.